Hello, everybody. We are live. We are live. In a few minutes. Check that out. A few minutes. Check it out. Okay. So I don't even know if I'm gonna do a whole lot of writing. I have done so much writing today already. Not on this project, but on a couple of other things. So my writing brain is pretty fried. But I did want to live stream for just a bit because the streak must continue. So even if we just kind of tool around with the writing or tool around with the document, and yeah, even if we do that, that might still be something. All right, let's see. Let me try something here. Application window. All right. Cancel. Yeah. Sup, Jamal? Welcome to the stream. Welcome to the stream, my friend. How's California treating you? Thank you. Thank you. I did some research. Found yeah, man. It's like 14 degrees. That nice, Brand. Get that gladiator reference in. But yes, it is definitely beanie weather. Yeah, it's so cold where you're right now. It's so cold. Yeah. Do you Brand, do you know what reference you're going to use yet? Or are you still deciding? Oh man. One thing I did learn the other day, I was rewatching one of my streams yesterday. No, yeah, yesterday, just watching a little bit in the background. And I noticed that my microphone that was capturing my stream was incredibly loud. So I learned how to turn that down in my streaming software. So now I know. And um now I have a so now I know how to not blast everybody's ears when I'm typing and talking. It was so loud. The typing was so loud. I said, okay, I gotta put that down. So okay, all right. Know which character, not which one yet, but know which character. Yeah, exactly. You gotta try everything. I before I started doing this, I had never live streamed before. So, and I'm using this software that's really good. But apparently there's other softwares out there, but this one is the one that I've been using so far, and even got a little shout out on there, Lightstream. Maybe I'll upgrade. It seems to be a really good one, and even if you go up, so yeah, gotta learn, learning on the fly. So, um, but yeah, let's see. So I don't know. All this. Yeah, my how many words, Bran? What are you up to? Yes. Yes. Woohoo! Broke that 10K barrier. Congratulations. Congrats. That is dope. So dope. Mm. Let's see. Oh yeah. Woo! Are you at the where six thousand more tonight? Are you at the are you just getting started? Which like where are you in your writing session? Like have you just got it started? Are you in the middle of it? Have let's see. Let me take back what I said. Let's see here. Oh, all right. Woohoo! Winding down with the Str8 legendary live stream. Yeah. What's on the what's on the menu? What's for dinner tonight? Let's see. Not take back. Just amend. Okay. Straight baked potatoes. I get down some baked potatoes. Delish. I do eat meat and dairy, but baked potatoes is still dope. You gotta have something robust if you're about to put 6,000 words in tonight. especially after a long day of work. That now it's time to put that next bit of work in. Boom. But this is the real job right here, right? That writing, that's the real job. Not take it back. So I am totally gonna have to go back and make sure Oh wow. So, so, so writing policies for the government. Oh my goodness. Yeah, yeah. That's a different that's a different type of creativity. like, like policies for the government. Now I'm curious. but now I'm curious, uh but I don't want you spilling any government secrets that you're not supposed to be talking about. So I don't want to ask too many questions. Hey, local governments have secrets too. Local governments have secrets. Uh, uh, I bet there's I bet that strikes me as a job where you may be able to glean some, pretty cool stories that you could kind of incorporate. Ah, okay. Oh, so you have to be like all detailed and make sure all like the commas and the periods are in the right place, because if you move a comma from one place to another place, it totally changes the argument. It totally changes the statement. I listened to this gotcha. Yeah, I listened to this podcast, Revisionist History with Malcolm Gladwell, and he did this episode about how there's a comma in the Constitution, I think it is, that like totally changes how states can become states or can tear away from the United States. And he's like, if people interpret the comma in a certain way, it would give some states the right to just be like, no, we don't want to be a state anymore. But since it's interpreted in, a very specific way, it's like you can't break it off. But grammatically, it's apparently not correct. I have to go back. I'm totally jacking up that whole story of what that is. But I just know that Malcolm Gladwell does an episode where he talks about the importance of putting commas in the right place. And yeah, so I always think about that. Of course, it doesn't have as much bearing or importance, when I'm writing, a superhero sci-fi epic. Right, yeah, like the entire meeting, right? You know, uh it's like super interesting, right? But they see, and all those people out there, they don't understand what we go through as writers to make things so specific, and why we labor over, punctuation and grammar and everything, because yes, it changes the placement of a single comma could change the whole outlook on everything, so it's really super it's a very interesting, I know there's like books and values of all kinds of stuff written about the use of commas. So yeah, I guess it doesn't have as much bearing. But what's that? Wait, I gotta look it up, because this is such a fun little pun here. um or meme, um where you change, it's like, uh I don't know, I can't remember exactly what it was. It was funny. And that's oh hey, that's I think lots of people in a lot of professions are are not great writers, but that's why we're here, right? That's why you're here. You save the day. It's your job to make everybody look like an amazing writer. That's what it is. You are doing a service, an invaluable service. Don't worry. Our three viewers and 17 or so subscribers, your your secret is safe with us. Oh man. So like legal briefs and court documents. Woo, that is a switch. That is definitely a mental switch. Oh my goodness. You can't even imagine. Can't even. Well, I mean, I can't imagine, but I try not to. Oh man. Let's see here. Wait, you had a. Hold on a second. You had a. How does that become a choice? How do you have a choice between being a probation officer and a court, not a court writer, but a yeah, right, like like how do you get offered that choice? That's they seem like two different things. Oh, um, policies, yeah, policy between policy writing and being a probation officer. Those it seems they seem like they're at two different sides of the spectrum. Not take it back, just amend. I'm not gonna do it. Mm-hmm. Ah, huh. So, so did you already? Okay, okay, huh. Well, so so is this a wow, that's interesting. I'm so curious. I'm so curious. Um, let me see. Innovation first. Wow. So, wow. So writing policies and probation first, and then to be an officer. So if you would have became an officer, then it wouldn't have been a promotion, and that's why. Well, that's one of the reasons you chose to be a policy writer instead. I do it. I take it back. Just amend. Mm-hmm. 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 I see. Oh, gotcha. Gotcha. Ooh. So policy writer it is. And you are that's a great goal. That is a great goal. Get that because get that the fantasy novel sci-fi epic out there. I actually for my YouTube show I filmed an episode today with a writer. With a writer, and this episode's probably not going to be out for like another month. I have like a backlog of episodes to edit and put out because I was supposed to put out one last week and it didn't get out, and then so now I got to at least put out one this week. But I taped another one today, and I taped a few others a couple days ago. But yeah, he was a writer. He is a writer, and he was telling me all about how he started out self-publishing, and then he got his book out there, and then another publisher, and then a publisher saw it and decided to take it and publish it under their house. So I tell people under their publishing house. So I tell people all the time, it's like, don't turn your nose at self-publishing. Don't turn your nose at self-publishing, because if you get out there, you write something that a lot of people, end up reading, or even just the right people end up reading, that could lead to a traditional publishing deal. But man, we live in an era right now where it's easier than ever to get your writing in front of an audience. Yeah. So, submit, to publishers. I was going to say, the writer I was talking to today, he had some great advice just about, self-promoting and getting your work in front of people, being willing to talk to people about your work. And then he also had this great piece of advice about, finding an editor, and that's after your transcript your manuscript is finished and you've drafted it a couple of times. It's great to get it in front of an editor. It's an independent editor. People do, independent editing. I do some independent editing. I'm not like a pro editor. I have other people edit my stuff too, but I also do some editing. But also, even if it's just not editors, but also beta readers, which are basically people you ask to read your story just so that they can just give you the sense of how it feels. They're not going to be pro editors. They're not going to be someone who makes sure with like helping you necessarily get it published, but they will help you to feel out your story and feel out your book and see how it feels to other readers. It's so different, giving it to other people to read, because first of all, you need other sets of eyes on your book, on your manuscript, but you also, while yes, it's nice to have family and friends read your story, and while yes, some of them will definitely be honest to a certain extent, they're still reading it with a opinion of who you are to them in their head. So if you can get it to someone who you trust but isn't necessarily like a close relative or friend, and just say, hey, can you read this, and just get their honest feedback, like that's always a plus. Nice. Yes, right. Yes. Yes, I do remember the intellectual property discussion. Yeah. It's we always got to be wary. Always got to be wary. Worry. Okay, whatever. Just my New York accent, I think, sometimes gets the best of me. So, but yeah, a publisher found them, and so it's pretty cool opportunities, of course, within reason, and we got to be careful. But yeah, there's definitely a lot of opportunities for us to get our stuff out in front of people. So it's it's an amazing time to be a creative. Amazing time to be a creative person shooting for the stars. Yeah. Oh man. So I actually didn't think I was gonna get any writing done, and I actually wrote a couple of lines. Whoa, what? It's just it was a long day. It was a long day. So one of my I've been contacted recently by some uh, students who are applying to medical school over the next or medical school medical residencies, and I'm helping them with their personal statements. So that's a really fun, cool experience. I am not a physician, but I've helped physicians before with with their writing. So yeah, it's great. It's really interesting hearing their stories and then helping them to write their personal statements so that people who are reading, the people who are reading their applications can get a sense of who they are. So it's really fun trying to dig in and find the right story to tell about each applicant. And that's been over the last couple of days. Has got a bunch of new people who I'm helping out with that, who've hired me to to help them out with that. So then did a lot of that kind of writing today and working with them. So um, now getting a chance to do a little bit of this. Yes, it does. Yes, it does. Yeah, I'm fortunate because I get to do a lot of different kinds of writing as well. So with um with that, and yeah, it's really comes down to, just like I was speaking to the gentleman today during the YouTube show. It just comes down to finding the story within the story. So whether it's fictional writing or nonfiction writing or uh, legal policies, you got to find that story. Got to find it. So it's good stuff, though. It's good stuff. Man. Mm, cool. Hmm. Yep. Yep. It takes practice. It takes practice, and some people have like a natural feel for it. And I'm a believer that everyone has the capability to write a story, to write something. And yes, there are definitely people who have a knack for it, who are a little bit more talented at it. But I feel like if you can train your eye, train your mind to find, the story, the conflict, the arc, like that's something that you can be trained to do. You just have to be willing to do it. And yeah, again, not everybody has to, has the knack for it. Not everybody has a desire to do it. But um, yeah, bringing it all together, it takes a skill to be able to make words do what you want them to do. It's like they can be unwieldy, wow, little, it's like sometimes like trying to write the perfect sentence or paragraph is like trying to herd cats. All these words, they want to go all over the place. Yep, makes perfect. Indeed. Indeed. Cannot underscore that enough. Underline, you know what I'm trying to say. You leave me no choice. I leave you no voice. Believe you me, son, I hate to do it just as bad as I hate to see it done. Now calm your boys. Mm. Mm. Probably got to go back and adjust this a little bit, but that uh, activates one of the screens and types in a sequence. Activates one of the screens and types in a sequence. Prompting prompting a written document to appear. What is this? What is this? Yvette Pennington. It's your resignation letter. It's your resignation letter. If you don't, Jessica is, it's your resignation letter. Jessica is speechless. Jessica is speechless. The resignation letter. Dun dun dun. Resignation letter. Oh, Wanda from Spawn, yeah. I wonder if the artist was thinking that. I know the artist who drew her is a fan of Spawn. Yeah, her yeah, it's it's gonna it's gonna diverge a little bit, and we're going to dive a little bit more into the weeds here. But basically, yeah, that's it. She's she is going to continue to beat her drum, and it is going to get her in trouble, or at least, well, if you know the arc, you know what this eventually, or if you've read forward. I know there's a lot on the website to read going forward, but yeah, if you read forward, you can see that this will lead. I mean, spoiler alert, it's not like I'm trying to keep this totally secret, but her research leads her to believe that she's gonna have to travel back in time to find out. I'm gonna make it in the story on the website. We made it that there was a time, there was that 10-year time period where they can't see what was going on. So she tries to fly back in time to see, travel back in time to see. But I'm going to make it that the reason that 10-year span doesn't exist is because, or it disappeared, is because of the chrono bomb. So, yes. Yeah. And Vivette is more idealistic, and not only that, but she is like her idealism is more common than Jessica's cynicism. Vivette in this world, and this will begin to become more apparent as in the next few scenes and in the next few pieces, is that Jessica is fighting an uphill battle with trying to say, hey, people, there's like Vivette sees the world kind of like in terms of the Star Trek utopian. All of the evidence from the future historians shows that there's a lot of problems no longer exist, like in the Star Trek world. However, Jessica is like, yeah, but there's still pockets of time where there's bad stuff going on. We need to figure that out. And Vivette's like, hey, just relax. Like, we got this. Even when there's bad things, just a few months later, things are good again. And Jessica's like, you don't think that's weird? I think if that was the case in our real world today, we would have a lot more people who thought like Jessica and a lot less people who thought like Vivette, Ah. Interesting. Interesting indeed. Hold on, let me. Oh, I forgot to. Share. I forgot to share the stream with people. Oops. Um, or not with people, but with um with my Facebook page. But um, so yeah, yeah. I'm not 100% familiar. That's what's that Star? Is that Stargate? What show is that? Yeah. I'm not 100% familiar with the the show. Uh, but yeah, okay, yeah, Stargate. Yep, yeah. I know. Yeah, I know what you're talking about. Yeah, it's very. It's. Oh, man. You went deep. Your sci-fi your sci-fi breadth of knowledge is impressive. Let's see. Yeah. What is your favorite? What's your favorite show or your favorite movie or canon? I guess like it could be whatever. Do you have a specific one? I mean, I know that's kind of like it's probably hard to choose if um, mm, emails you too. Right. you know, three that you like. Say it that way. Three that you like. Now make it the question a little easier. Mm. Mm, 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 mm. hmm I am I am I absolutely love the next generation. TNG is my joint. All right. He-Man counts. He-Man counts, my friend. Sci-fi elements. It was a sci-fi show. He-Man was definitely a sci-fi show. Do you did you like the movie, the real life movie with Dolph Lundgren, Master of the Universe, Masters of the Universe with who was it? It was Dolph Lundgren and was it a young Courtney Cox? I think it was a I still we watched that movie a lot. Yeah, what was like? I was like it had the key and had the doo, doo, doo. I don't remember the tune. Oh, I can't remember exactly what the tune is. But yeah, I know. I can look it up on I can look it up on the YouTubes. But yeah, we had that movie on tape. We had it on VHS tape, taped off of TV. Yeah. Yeah. With the back with all the prosthetic makeup on. Yeah. Nice. Nice. I still remember the battle scene at the end, and Dolph is he jumps up on one of those air boards that they were riding on, as some of the villains are riding on. He's chasing him through, and it's like that really bad, like green screen CGI, and he's riding on it. Oh man. And the bald guy, the cop who didn't believe them and was chasing them, and then he ends up in the battle with them. Oh man, that was good. Like, yeah, we had it taped off of VHS, and we taped it off of TV, so it still had like commercials and like commercials in it. Mm. Yeah. Yeah. Well. Dolph didn't pull off, like when Dolph spoke. He wasn't exactly speaking the King's English. Was he Austrian? Or am I thinking of Arnold Schwarzenegger? I don't know where he was from. I know he's from somewhere, but yeah. Oh yeah, we used to do that all the time. So one of my favorite canons is Transformers. I'm a Transformer freak. I have like I guess, yeah, I have a couple of Transformers over there, but I have a ton of Transformers. And when Transformers, the first animated movie, came out, it came on in a 5-part episode. It came out in the movie theater. I didn't see it in the movie theater. I didn't see it in the movie theater. But I saw it when I think I was 8 years old, and my friend's older brother would pick me and my friend up from school, and we would wait at his house. He was a teenager. We would wait at his house until my mom or one of my siblings came and picked me up and took me home. And one day he sat me down in front of the TV and put on Transformers the movie, the animated movie. At the time, I was a kid. I knew about the cartoon. I loved the cartoon. I had toys. I had no idea there was a movie. And I watched this movie, and my jaw just dropped. And I only watched like the first half of it because then my brother came and got me and took me home. And I was like, no, I want to see the end of this. But so I watched it, and then that's what happened. The next time I was over at his house, he let me watch the end of it. And so I was just blowing my mind, right? This was the 80s, and we didn't have like acts, it wasn't, home video wasn't exactly all over the place just yet. So Transformers was running in syndication. It was showing every Sunday morning. And so we realized that the movie was coming on. It was going to show it in 5 parts for the next 5 Sundays. So I begged my mom, please, do we have a tape? And we had a blank tape, and we put it in, and we began to tape it. And we taped, and for 5 weeks, we taped Transformers the movie on that same tape. And that's how I watched Transformers the movie for like the next 7 years, just like that. and in pieces and bits with commercials, and we would try to stop it right when the commercial was about to start, and we were trying to anticipate when the commercial was going to end. So, but it was great. I loved it. I watched it all the time, so much that I memorized it. And then I memorized it. So yes, the touch. You got the touch. Yeah, we definitely calls it to try and cut out the commercials. Yep. Mm-hmm. You got to touch the power. That's my joint. I know the subscribers always tune in to see me sing. Yeah, the touch. And then they then they brought it back. And what was it? Was it Boogie Nights when Mark Wahlberg was singing The Touch. I could not believe that. Yeah, The Touch, the death of Optimus Prime, which was so sad. I still drop a tear over that one. So yeah, it was dope. It was dope. That's the life right there. So Transformers. So that's one of my favorite. And then yeah, Star Trek, and then of course I'm a superhero fanatic. Yeah, Star Trek. Oh, okay. Let me back up. So okay, that's one. Transformers is one. Yes, I do love the Star Trek. I do love the Star Trek canon very much. Again, just like you, very, very hard to choose. Love the Star Trek canon. And then like, I mean, it's really, I'm gonna leave out like superheroes and stuff like that, Marvel, DC, etc. It's like you have to. If I feel like you would have to pick like one of those, and right now I'm not ready to make a decision about that. So, Transformers, Star Trek. What third one? There's a lot to choose from. I'm trying to think of what my favorite, like which those. Oh my goodness, I don't know. I gotta think about it. Transformers, Star Trek. Uh, oh, that's a hard one. That's a difficult one. Yeah, I know. You did such a good job of answering this difficult question, and now I pose a question and I can't even answer it. I feel shame. Shame. Um, let's see. Oh, what about? Uh, mm, oh, um, well, I don't know if this counts. Well, I guess. Well, I said wasn't gonna do superheroes and comic books, but this might be a little different. I love The Watchmen. I absolutely love The Watchmen. Love the movie. I've read the book several times, and I am in absolute bliss watching the new series that's on right now. So I know that's not quite. I don't even know if that's. I don't even know if that's it though. Okay, I have to go. I have to choose though. I have to choose. I have to choose. There could be more. So like in a few days later, we'll revisit this question and we can give three more. Oh man, that is a hard choice. That is a hard choice. Um, um cool. So, well, I don't want to keep you from your session. Is dinner over? Is the baked potato scarfed down and ready? Got your hearty dinner up in you. Speechless. Oh man. All right. Well, gotta. Oh, now you're making you're the fact that you're waiting for your dinner to be done is now making me hungry. Oh man. Mm, 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 mm. Hey, you good? No, no, raw potatoes is not the jam. That is. I would say, are you gonna cut it up like French fries and Oh, is no meat and dairy? Is that a health decision? Like, I mean, well, obviously it's healthier to not eat as much meat and dairy. Um, ah, cool. I probably movie screen baked potatoes. What does that mean? What does movie screen baked potatoes mean? Okay, health decision. Don't crave meat anymore. Yeah, yeah. I am. Yeah, I am not that healthy. I have cut back on meat in recent years, so by a bit. Definitely don't eat as much as I used to, but I still smash some burgers. And milk, I'm probably lactose intolerant the way my body reacts to it, but I like cookies. I like cookies, so I got it some milk. So yeah, so I try to offset it by working out a lot. Ah, okay. All right. I'm familiar with that. I didn't know. I didn't know that that's what they were called. Movie screen baked. Yeah, I've had baked potatoes like that before. I just didn't know that they were called movie screen baked potatoes. Yeah. So yeah. I try to offset by hitting the gym, a few times a week. So ugh, you know, I'm trying to get one side of the occasion. Oh, oh, okay, all right. Made it up. Cool. You should coin that one. Coin it, trademark it. Movie screen baked potatoes, like it's like you see on the commercials. There you go. That's yeah. Got to get something in, right? Got to get something in. Can't like one of the things about being a writer and doing this kind of work, like I'm sure you will sometimes experience too, is that yeah, we sit for long periods of time, and I was like, I just can't be that stationary that long all the time, and and not do something. And yeah, for a few years I was not very active at all. And then yeah, I got back into got back into the gym a little bit. So yeah, get that cardio going. And yeah, it also forces me to go to bed at a decent time, because I can't work out on 4 hours of sleep. That just is not good for anyone. Mm, yeah, so that's what's up, though. That's what's up. Mhm. Oh, nice. That works. Get in, make it happen. Yeah, that's super convenient. I gotta drive a little ways to mine, but it's worth it. It's worth it. I mean, I have gyms that are closer, but it was one of those things where like a friend invited me to this gym, and I went and I loved it. So like I'm willing to drive all the way. I'm willing to drive a little further past some of the other gyms near me to go get that workout in, because I'm somebody who needs like I need like that I need like a community. So yeah, I can't. I'm not someone who can just walk into a gym by myself and be like, yeah, I'm gonna work out. Like it doesn't happen. So I need to go somewhere where it's like, all right, here's what we're doing today. And like, and then, so that helps. That definitely helps. Speechless. Ah. Ah. Boxing, yikes. I probably couldn't. Yeah, that's. Oof. No, I couldn't. Yeah, I couldn't do boxing either. Or I couldn't. I wouldn't. Yeah, yeah, yeah. That's why I'm definitely not a fan of getting hit, I guess. Yeah. I mean, I know like I know there's like boxing training regimens will get you in shape for sure. I know that for sure. So, but I just I don't know if that makes me a punk or less of a man. But yeah, I'm not boxing anyone. Yeah. Yeah. I've seen people do those boxing workouts, and woo, yeah. I don't. Yeah. Holy cow. Yeah. This is crazy because like I go to because a couple of times a week I go to a CrossFit gym, and I'm and like and those are great workouts, and I get in some good work, and I mean after those I'm like laying on my back like, ugh! I can't even imagine those doing a boxing workout. I mean, yeah. Or like Captain America's cardio. He's running around the National Mall. On your left. On your left. On your left. On my left. Yeah. Mm, 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 mm. What? you you ran into a trainer who was like an actual fighter. Oh my goodness. Yeah. Oof. Oh, wow. Mm. Yeah, yeah, that was and I mean I'm all about extolling the virtues of the craft that you have chosen, but I bet he was like on you like I'm gonna I'm gonna train you as if you're going as if you're gonna be a fighter too. I've been like, hey, I'm just trying to get a little exercise in. And they're like, nah, yo, put these gloves on. Mm. Oh, it was a are they still are your friends still doing it? Are they still did any of them do it also? It is speechless. Oh, oh, well, yikes. Oh, oh, yeah, yeah. I can see how that is. That could be frustrating. Next time they offer you a Groupon for anything, is going to be like, wait a minute. This isn't going to be like that boxing thing again. Oh, boxing. Oh. Although you probably fared better than I ever would with your vegan lifestyle, that keeps that's got to be good for the fitness. Mm. That does not sound like something that I could get into. I know that's what everyone says when you start talking about like vegan lifestyles and everything. Oh, I could never do that, and you get into it, and so I don't know. Maybe down the line somewhere, I might, one of my daughters is trying a vegetarian diet for the next week. She said she's gonna do it for a week. Hey, oh, well, good for you. Yeah, fried chicken. See, just you saying that made my mouth water for it. Just you say, yeah. So yeah, she's going for it. She says I'm gonna do it for a week. She's 12 years old, and she said I'm gonna try it. And so yeah, we got some tofu for her, and she's trying to restrain from doing from eating meat for the first. She's a gymnast. She does gymnastics. She's a competitive gymnast. So I think that yeah, she'll probably be better off for it. I don't know if she's gonna. I think it's an experiment. I don't think she's gonna like stick to it. At this point, forever moving forward. But right now, she's just trying this experiment. We'll see what happens. We'll see what happens. Yeah, yeah, she is. So yeah, yeah. All my kids are like super coordinated. They're so much more coordinated than I ever was, or at least ever ventured to be. Yeah, yeah. That's I don't yeah, I don't have that. I don't have the discipline. I take that back. I have some discipline. Like I said, I've been able to cut back on some things. Um I'm typing discipline. Mm, mm. Yeah, but she's rocking and rolling. She's getting it done. I think she actually accidentally ate something. We had gotten something from we had gotten like some appetizers from Fridays or something for like for our Friday movie night, and she was going around picking up some things, and then she actually picked up like a chicken popper or something like that, and she was like, "Oh, I forgot, I'm doing vegetarian." So every once in a while, but I'll give her that pass. One time we didn't tease her about it. Mm. No, if you don't. Yep, yep. One step at a time. Oh yeah. Was it a matter of getting used to it, or just kind of like, just breaking the habit of eating certain things. I imagine, you've, trying to change your diet. I imagine that it does take some effort and discipline beyond, like, because it's like, because it's eating, it's like essential, and yeah. If you don't, you don't make this right. Ah, okay. Yeah, you had to wean off the meat, off the different foods. I was about to say disbarred, but she's not a lawyer. She's a teacher or a professor. Mm. Yeah, I imagine your taste buds adjust and you find that things. I think one of the problems for me going uh going vegetarian is that I just have such a narrow palate, aka I'm a picky eater. Except that fried chicken. Yeah. Oh yeah, that fried chicken, that chicken. Mm. Chicken is good. Chicken is incredible. So I don't. But yeah, I'm such a. I was told not to call, because my oldest daughter is a little bit, is a, we're supposed to call her a selective eater, not a picky eater, because picky has a negative connotation. But I get it because I'm also a picky eater, and um so yeah, so it's always, I'm not a new taste person. It takes a lot for me to try new things, and so yeah, I know I have to expand. I got to diversify my bonds. uh, hey. Oh, yeah. But is your nephew a kid? I mean, I know adults can be picky eaters also, which I am, and I don't know. I don't know. I guess my palate is supposed to have expanded, and it has. I've tried new things. I'm not saying I never try anything new, but yeah, 12-year-olds get to be they get to be picky, I guess. Uh, yeah, I am. I'm a picky eater. I am definitely a picky eater. uh, he has a chance to grow out of it. He may grow out of it. He may get to the point where he is just smashing everything in sight. Like my oldest daughter, her palate is expanding. She just started eating sushi and talks about how she loves it. And I was like, sushi. Oh man, that is way out of my realm. Mm. Mhm. He's still a picky eater. Uh, uh, uh. Yeah, it's there's different textures in sushi that also make me like I mean I will admit that I don't think I've ever actually tried it. Like it just doesn't look like I don't know like I don't know how to explain it. I think yeah, I don't think I actually ever tried it. Oof. Um, I think it's daunting to think about putting having to put the whole thing because you have to put the whole piece in your mouth in order for it to be like actual like to eat it the right way. And I just think to myself, like, how come I can't just take like a nibble to see if I don't like it? Why do I have to eat the whole thing? Oh, I just want to take like a little nibble, like nibble just a little piece of it. Oh man. Mm, 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 oh man. It's like peace. Yeah, just a little nibble. Just a little nibble of the raw fish. Oh, yeah, I don't know. I couldn't. I just I don't know. Maybe one day. It's not happening. Yeah. I mean I'm already I'm in my 30s. I'm in my late 30s, so I don't know if anything's ever gonna change. I think I might be stuck in my ways. Although, like have shown, there might maybe one day I might try to cut back even more on meat. But right now, mm, right now, yeah, yeah. Uh, like, like, is that what you did? Like, certain days a week is like this week. These days I'm not going to. Well, I already kind of do that. Like, I don't know. It's one of those things. It's like when on the days when I work out, you know, I don't I don't get done with my workout and then run to McDonald's. I'm like, oh, I worked out today. Yeah, I worked out today. I probably should toss in a salad, or something like that. So yeah, like my work, like on the days that I know I'm going to work out, I try to, it's like those building block habits, So, um, so that works. Or I try not to, or I try not to, throw back. Well, that's one thing I did do. I did cut back a lot on like soda and stuff like that. So that's that helps big sugary drinks. Um, and when I say cut back, that's like, yeah, I don't drink them like every day anymore. So it's like it used to, a few years ago, every time I got lunch, it was like, oh, crack open a sun kissed, so ah, gotcha. Okay. Yeah. I'm gonna keep that in mind. I'm gonna keep that in mind. Mm, 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 mm. Gotta do it. I mean, that was the same thing with working out. I had to first of all I had to find the right way to do it, and then yeah, I had to, do it when I was ready. Cause otherwise, yeah, it ain't gonna happen. Ain't gonna happen. This is the way we work the party. Rack, 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 rack. Mm, mm. Ah! Yeah, mind over matter, right? Mind over matter, or in this case, mind over meat. What? Ah, okay. All right. It is now getting to be. All right. Speaking of things that I need to be disciplined to do, yeah, I thought this was going to be a little bit shorter, but I mean, I actually got a few pieces of dialogue written, got some mapped out some thoughts. So yeah, we are on our way. We are on our way. Cool. All right. Well, I better roll. All right. Yes. Well, have fun during your writing session, my friend. Uh, get those 6K words. Go for 6.5 if you're feeling froggy. And yeah, I guess I will be back tomorrow. Oh, it's gonna be kind of a probably a weird time. It might be a little bit earlier tomorrow, but which I don't know if this is gonna be my regular time. Like so yeah, but yeah, thanks everybody for watching. Yeah, go for it. Hack away if you're out there working on your NaNoWriMo project. Like Brand, keep it going. Even if you're watching this and it's not still November and you're watching this in the future sometime, greetings from the past. Get out there and write something. So shout out to all the pertinent people, Creative Extreme, Str8 Legendary, Team Bandwagon, TCIS, and all the other incredible creative people out there doing your thing, working and making it happen. All right, I'll catch you guys next time. Peace. The legend grows, my friends.